What is up, guys? It is your LOL support here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a guide on minions. And if you would take a look, I am accompanied by little Miss Stratipu. Say hi, Strat. You want to see what that is? You want to see what that is? Alrighty. Okay, sorry about that. She's going to be joining me for today's guide, and she's going to be coming along for the ride because when a kitten wants to get pet, she's going to get pet. So, let's get into some of these CSing tips. A lot of people ask me, Sean, why am I not CSing properly? I have very low CS at the 10-minute mark. I don't know why that is. Can you help me out? Yes, I would love to help you guys out. First things first, I want to get into some of the cold hard facts about CSing. I want to get into some of the cold hard facts about minions. So the melee minion is 455 health, and that increases by 20 health every 3 minutes. Now, that 3 minutes does not start at the beginning of the game. That 3-minute timer is after the minions have spawned. Okay, so you got to keep that one in mind. So, a standard melee minion has 455 health with 0 armor, gaining 2 armor every 3 minutes. A caster minion has 290 health, and caster minions gain at 7.5 health every 90 seconds. So they're going to be a little bit more squishy, but they're going to be dealing a little bit more damage. And a siege minion tops out at 700 health, gaining 27 health every 3 minutes. And that's from when the minions spawn. That's not from when the first siege minion is out. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go into some of the turret facts. Now, I'm assuming that you guys aren't going to be last hitting under second tier turret. If you do, then something's gone wrong. But we're going to take the outer turret and we're going to look at the AD, okay? So the AD is at 152, and that AD max is against champions. We don't have to really worry about that. So if you look at the stats of it, it goes up 4 AD every 30 seconds. So, and that's from the start of the game. So at 30 seconds, 4 AD, 130, 4 AD, all the way up to 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Then the first tier turrets will cap out on damage. Now, total, the outer turret at its cap at 6 minutes 30 seconds will have about 200 AD. So let's go in and do some of the math. So if you have 200 AD on a minion that is 6 minutes, just for ease of conversation, we'll say it has 495 health. So if you go ahead, and I'm going to use my handy dandy iPhone. If you go ahead and do, what do we say? So 495, 200 AD, so we're going to minus 400. So as long as you have an AD of 95 or higher, I believe it is. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, so the minion health is going to be at around 95 damage for the melee minions on each cast, or on each turret hit. So 95 AD, that should be standard for a lot of top laners. Typically when you go AP top laners, they're going to have a little bit weaker CSing because of the auto attacks that they have. In which case, if you have anything less than 95 AD, you want to weave in an auto attack, and this is going at the 6-minute mark. You want to weave in an auto attack before the next, before the 2 turret hits, because then you'll be able to have enough. Or you could use a spell. Someone like a Rise does well under turrets just because of his abilities and the spamability of his abilities. Falling down there, Strat. And if you take a look over at the caster minions, you see that the health increases by 7.5 every 90 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and round their health up to about, let's say 310. Okay, so 200 minus 310, that's 110 AD. Divide that by 2 is 55 AD. Okay, so if you have 55 AD or higher, you can use an auto attack, let the turret hit, and then an auto attack on the caster minions. Okay, and typically that will work. As far as the siege minions are concerned, I can't really offer too much help there. You kind of have to gauge the health, realize how much damage your turret is doing, and then keep an eye on the cannon minion's health. Assuming that there are no other variables like other minions attacking the cannon minion, it should be fairly easy to calculate as long as you click on the super minion and you have their little health bar and itemizing, item, character, info, all that in the top corner. You should be able to last hit a cannon minion pretty easily. And that is about it for the cold hard facts for the last hitting. What I can offer you guys as a suggestion from me to you is by starting up a private game, I want you guys to practice with a champion who has enough AD to last hit the melee minions off of 2 turret hits and 1 autos. And I want, if you do that, that's what I typically do. And if I don't, I'll take AD runes just to practice. Like, so say Rise, right? Rise, I'll have sometimes a hard time CSing. It's just an example. It could be Swain, just someone with a hard auto attack to master. You can go ahead and put some AD runes on them and practice last hitting just for the animation, and then later on you can practice last hitting with standard AD that you'll have on those champions, and getting used to the animations will help you last hit. Some champions that are really hard to last hit with, in my personal opinion, are Rumble. The reason why I find Rumble a little bit hard to last hit with is because his Flame Splitter is a little bit it's a little wonky for me when I CS with it. I don't feel like the damage is consistent. I know it is, but it feels off. So it's kind of hard for me to last hit with Rumble, just because you always have that constant Flame Spitter going. Another person I find hard to CS with is Rise. I feel like Rise's auto attack animations are kind of clunky as far as like the projectile travel time. It's a little hard for me to get down. Swain is definitely a hard one to CS with. His auto attacks are deceptively weak, so he's a little bit harder to CS with. Some champions that are really good with CSing are Wukong, Darius. Who else has an auto attack reset? Basically, champions with auto attack resets should not have a hard time CSing, just because of the fact that if you do end up making that mistake, you will have the auto attack reset to kind of go back in. Jax is another one of those guys that does really well at CSing under turret, and if you use his Empower, it's a little mana inefficient, but if it means CS, it means CS, and in the early game, CS kills everything. If you can't CS in the early game, then you're not gonna have a hope of winning late game or even getting to late game. So like, oh, it feels cold. You're not gonna have a chance. So I definitely recommend starting up a private game and just CSing minion waves. Have a friend there too, because they can help push the wave, and you can practice CSing under turret, and that usually helps out a lot. Something that I usually do is I usually go on with my duo queue partner or even my a member from my rank 5 team, and I typically like to go in and just practice CSing, and it definitely helps out a lot. CSing is kind of like riding a bike and doing tricks. You know what I mean? Like, everyone can CS, everyone can like pretty much ride a bike. But as far as like how well you ride your bike, are you jumping off ledges? Are you doing wheelies? Are you doing grinds? Are you doing a 5-0 grind basically? That's skating terms. It's not really BMX or terms or anything like that. But you get the picture. If you want to be really good at CSing, be able to CS under turret with awkward minion health, like to see a minion under a turret and just say like, hey, you know what? I don't think he's gonna have enough. He's not gonna have enough health to take one hit and then one of my autos. I need to weave in an auto attack, let the turret hit, and then get one more auto. You'll start getting better and better and better at seeing those things, and that's just a matter of practicing. But like I said, some beginner tips. You can go ahead and increase the AD on people you're trying to get auto attack animations down. Other than that, I would not really increase the AD too much, because then you get reliant on it. So be sure that if you do increase the AD, you start weaning yourself off of that fairly soon. But other than that, that is about it as far as like tips that I can give you. Just having champions that have auto attack resets will definitely help you with mastering the health levels to see, like watching the health levels of the minions and last hitting them accordingly. But that's about it as far as CSing is concerned. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed it. Feel free to leave comments. For those people watching this video who say, you know what, I've acquired a trick that helps me out a lot, post that in the comment section down below, because I mean this video is meant to help the community a lot, and hopefully it does. And if it doesn't, and someone out there has a better idea as far as how to practice CSing, go ahead and post that in the comment section, and it will help out a lot. We'll kind of grow as a community together, and giving each other ideas. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this guide. If you did, feel free to drop a like, and as always, I will see you guys on Friday. This has been your LOL support, and Strat, and we are out of here.